Hey guys, Rockman here. I have a better mic now, but today, about 2 hours ago, Pyrocynical finally responds to the allegations. The full response will be in the description. So what do I think of this new information? In my critically acclaimed part 2 video, I mentioned that the evidence used by Che and Heidi O'Farrell against Lasso and Pro Jared respectively was real, but the evidence was used to misconstrue the truth. I said that it was possible, however not likely, that this could be the same with Pyrocynical. Well, unless Ivory responds with a response of his own, this is what the current situation looks like. I believe Pyrocynical when he says that he had no intention of luring Ivory into sending in real life explicit photos of himself. Ivory even backs this up in his interview with Tommy C, claiming that he never got that feeling from him. Among other things, Pyrocynical drops the bombshell that Ivory continued communications with him all the way to June of this year. This instantly changes Ivory's motive for dropping this heavy allegation against Pyrocynical, and corroborates with Random's assertion that it was for E-fame, which I never understood why people would release false allegations to gain clout when the instant the truth comes out it will blow up in their face, but that unfortunately seems to be the case here. In addition, Pyrocynical mentions that Ivory had interacted with someone in a similar age range as Pyrocynical in the same kind of manner. This person claims to not have known Ivory's age, and Ivory was clearly the more active one in the DMs. After seeing Ivory come out with allegations that Pyrocynical groomed her, this anonymous person sent DMs to Ivory apologizing for what he had done, to which Ivory replied, "No, you're fine, I don't care." This casts further doubt on Ivory's motives and makes him look hypocritical. Wait a minute, I'm getting word that Ivory traveled to the future, saw my video, and released a response to Pyrocynical's response before I could finish my video. While Ivory doesn't deny that he had interactions with the anonymous user, he does say that the screenshots of him saying "No, you're fine, I don't care" is taken out of context and provides a slightly longer screenshot where he then says, "I just need space right now, I think." He claims that he said "No, you're fine, I don't care" because he wanted to get the person out of his DMs as fast as possible. Something I can understand. I've had situations before in the past where someone apologized to me and I was not there for it, and just tried to quickly brush it off as fast as I could. Ivory also provides a screenshot of the person who claimed that Ivory lied about his age, apologizing to him for getting it wrong. This response is not bad, but it fails to respond to the assertion that Pyrocynical and Ivory were still communicating up until 5 months ago. Side note, it is possible that these screenshots could be fake, but there's no real reason for Pyrocynical to lie about all this, especially since this is his career on the line, and I believe that the screenshots are real. Now the real question is, did Pyrocynical know about Ivory's age at the time? He says no. He says that Ivory had only added his age on Twitter after he turned 16, and that he couldn't see it because he had been suspended on Twitter. Ignoring the fact that what Ivory sent was an embed, and therefore it should have allowed Pyrocynical to see that Ivory was 16, I don't fully believe Pyrocynical when he says he didn't know Ivory's age. In this freeze frame of a video Ivory posted a few days ago, you can clearly see that Ivory mentions that he was a minor to Pyrocynical. Comparing this with the image of the Twitter embed Ivory sent shows that Ivory was 16 at the time he sent that message. Had Pyrocynical known better, he would have tapped out immediately right there. However, he continued. This is a bit problematic and does not absolve him from guilt. Pyrocynical calling the allegations 100% false is also disingenuous at best. In conclusion, while the evidence Pyrocynical has brought to the table pales in comparison to the evidence that Ivory has brought to the table to support his own claims, and he never addressed the DMs his girlfriend had with Ivory, the most damning evidence he's shown so far is that Ivory continued communicating with him all the way to June of this year. This does make his motive questionable at the very least. However, if Pyrocynical knew Ivory's age, as the screenshots and DMs with Pyrocynical's girlfriend suggest, then he is not guiltless in the slightest. Is Pyrocynical a groomer? No, certainly not. Ivory never provided much evidence to prove that anyway. However, he was sending explicit messages with a minor for years upon years, never thinking to ask about their age in the process. He should admit that he made a mistake. I'm interested to see how this story develops further, if it develops at all. Peace.